What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, I'll show you how to draw and color Scary Larry from Poppy Playtime. Let's begin today's lesson at the top of our page with the mouth. We'll start over on the left side. Let's start with a curve that goes up towards the right, and then we'll bend that out. Let's add another bend going towards the corners of the mouth. We go up, and then bend that down. Now I'm going to round out the mouth, come in, and bend that down towards the bottom. Let's close off the bottom with a curve. Starting on the left, bend this down toward the bottom of the mouth, and we'll pull that back up. Now you want to trace the mouth along the inside. From this point, we'll step down, start with that curve across the middle. Just going to round this out, go up and out towards the corners. And we'll trace the bottom of the mouth. Let's add the top row of teeth, leaving a small gap in the center. Go to the left, angle down and out toward the left, and right, and we'll pull that back up, like we're drawing a V. Let's add two smaller teeth on either side. Let's go back to the center, come all the way down, draw the bottom row going up, and then down. And we'll add two smaller teeth on either side. Let's fill the inside of the mouth in black. We'll go around the teeth. Let's add a small circle on the left side just up above the mouth. So start on top of the lip, going all the way around, and then back down. Let's add a larger circle on the right side. Starting up here, going all the way around, and pull that back down. Let's push the pupils towards the top. Starting on the left side, we draw a half circle, going down, and then up. We'll do the same thing on the right side with a slightly larger half circle. Let's add a small circle in the center of each eye. And we'll fill in the outside. Now I'm going to place two large horns on top of each eye. Let's start on the left side. Start with a curve coming down, and then up, almost like a half circle. Move over towards the right, and do the same thing. From the inside, I'm just going to bend the horn going out, and then up. Let's round up the side of the horn, going out, and pulling that back down. Let's add a couple lines along the inside of the horn. Starting from the outside along the bottom, curve down and in. Go up to the top along the inside, come down and then out. Now I'm going to layer the head in behind the horns. Let's start over on the left, curve this down and then up. Let's go to the outside of the horn, curve the head going out and up towards the side. Let's add some fur across the end. Start with a short curve coming in. And we'll add another point, going out and then up. Now I'm going to pull the head coming back in toward the side of the lips. Now I'm going to add a detail in the center of the forehead. Start from the top, bend this out towards the right, and then down. Now add two short lines across the middle. Now with the head complete, let's move down and draw on the side of the body. We start underneath the head on the left side. Just going to bend this out, come down towards the hip, and then bend that in. Let's take that and flip it over on the right. So line up the top, bend this out, come down, and then hook that in. Let's add that detail to the body, starting in the center, bend this out, and down. Along the top, we'll angle this up towards the right, step down, and angle this down. I'm going to leave a gap on either side and just close off the body with a curve. Now leaving a gap in the center, let's go to the left side. We're going to curve the leg going out, and then down, and then in towards the heel. Go to the right side and do the same thing. Going out, come down, and then in towards the same height. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. Starting over on the left, curve this down, and bend that up towards the end. And go back to the left side. We're going to round out the top of the foot, going up, and we'll bend that down towards the heel. Let's separate the toes with a curve. Starting on the bottom left, curve up and in. And we'll add a thick fold across the ankle. Starting from the outside of the foot, and go up. Just bend that down on the inside. And we'll go back up to the hips and draw on the side of the leg. Let's start from the left hip. Just going to taper the leg so it gets a little bit thicker and wider as you come down towards that fold. And now we're going to go back up and draw on the arms. Let's start from the top of the body, step up towards the head, and bend the arm coming down towards the elbow. And the same thing on the right. Let's round up the elbow, pull that up towards the wrist. Let's add some simple fur texture across the outside of the wrist. Starting on the left, we'll round this out and pull that down. Let's add a few more curves across the wrist, coming down towards the bottom. And then from the bottom of the wrist, we're going to taper the arm so it gets narrower, coming back in towards the body. Down towards the elbow, and we'll taper that back up towards the top. And now we're going to add 3 fingers on either side. Let's start from the bottom. Start with the first finger going around, pull this in, and bend that back out. Let's step back, curve the bottom of the finger coming in towards the wrist. Now I'm going to do that 2 more times along the inside. Around, bending that in, step back to create a fold, and we'll do that 1 more time. Let's take those fingers and flip it over on the right. We'll start from the outside. Add in the second finger. And then the last finger coming in. Now with the body in place, let's layer the wings in behind. Let's start from the top of the shoulder. Start with a curve going out, and then bend that up. Let's bend the wings coming back down towards the bottom. Starting on the left, come down, in behind the hand. Let's continue that curve underneath the arm, coming down and in towards the foot. Let's add that thick ridge along the top. Starting from this point, come down, and I'll follow that curve coming back in towards the side of the arm. Now going back to the top, we're just going to taper the side ridge, coming all the way down, in behind the hand, all the way down towards a point. Let's curve the bottom of the wing coming in underneath the legs. So start back over on the left, come up, then that in. Now we're going to continue that curve along the inside. Let's line this up over on the right, going out and then down. And we'll aim this down towards the tip. From the inside, we're just going to bend this back out and up behind the inside of the leg. Now we're going to add a fold in the center of the wing. We're going to connect this point to this tip, going in behind the hand, coming down in behind the arm, and just aiming down towards that point with a curve. And do the same thing on the right. Let's add one small fold along the top, coming down, just fading that out towards the arms. And now we're going to add those horns across the top of the wing. Let's start from this tip, put this in, and bend that out. And then from the tip of the horn, we'll taper this coming in and then back down towards the wing. Let's add two curves across the center of those horns. And now we're going to grab some markers and I'll show you how to color this in. Let's start by filling in the fingers and the feet with this yellow. And then with our medium red, we'll fill in the lips. Now with our darkest red, we'll fill in the horns and the wings. And finally, with our brightest red, we'll fill in the rest of the body. And as we get near the end, we'll finish off our coloring, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. That's how we draw and color Scary Larry from Poppy Playtime. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your request in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.